Hello, my name is Pearl Uberu, and I am a technical marketing engineer here at Databricks. Today, I'll be taking you through part one of a three-part video series on how to ingest data into the Lakehouse. There are a few options to ingest data into the Lakehouse, such as copy into, UI-based, and AutoLoader. The first part of this series is a step-by-step on how to ingest data into Databricks using the copy into statement. And the next two videos will be focused on ingestion using our local file upload UI and AutoLoader. Data warehouses were created for storing only processed data, and this data has a specific use, which is normally for BI, reporting, or analytics, while data lakes are best for unstructured data needed for ML and AI use cases. The creation of the Databricks Lakehouse platform gives you the best of both worlds, giving you the pros of your data lake and data warehouse all in one place. Ingestion into the Lakehouse requires that you're able to bring in various data formats, data types, and latency of data. Therefore, this requires various options when ingesting data into the Lakehouse. Ingestion with Databricks is easy. The Databricks copy into command allows you to perform batch file ingestion into Delta Lake from Cloud Object Stores. Copy into is best used when your source directory contains a small number of files and if you prefer writing in SQL. So let's go ahead and see how this copy into command really works. First, since we are ingesting data into the Lakehouse for the first time, let's create a table. This is helpful if you're not entirely sure what your data looks like. We use the validate command to ensure that the data can be parsed, that the schema matches the target table, or if the schema needs to be evolved, and to check nullability and constraints on the table. Now we can see our table. However, the data is not set up properly. The header column is showing as a row, so let's fix that using the format options command. This command allows you to tell copy into command to infer the data types by specifying the infer schema option. And merge schema states that the schema should be inferred over CSV files versus just one file. Now that the header row is where it needs to be, we can fully execute the copy into command. Copy into keeps track of the state of the files that have been ingested. Therefore, you will not get duplicate data in your table when running copy into multiple times from the source data. Now, let us secure access to our data. Copy into supports this by leveraging Unity Catalog. Data ingested to Unity Catalog managed tables or external tables from any data source or file format is supported by copy into. In this case, the data is being copied from a Unity Catalog external location that is defined with the URL S3 mybucket/pipe data. Please know that in order to load data from Unity Catalog, you must have read files privileges granted on that location. Let's make sure that our table is created and ready for use in the Data Explorer tab. And there it is. We can then use this data to build really creative dashboards like this one here. The benefits of using copy into is that it's simple to use when you have thousands of files or less to ingest, and if you're confident in your SQL skills. Also, copy into can be used over JDBC to ingest data into Delta Lake quickly and efficiently. And lastly, copy into supports Unity Catalog, so you can be confident that access to your ingested data is secured. If you're looking for an even simpler way to ingest your data into your Lakehouse, check out part 2 of the series which talks about ingesting your data using the Upload Data UI, and Part 3, which talks about AutoLoader.